out. And then what happened? While Vishwamitra Muni was taking care of them, so every day they used to perform the yagyas and everything, and Lord Ramchandra Lakshman used to protect that place. And every day in the night, Lord Ramchandra and Lakshman used to press the feet of Vishwamitra Muni. Every day. The whole day there was a sacrifice. In the evening there was Harikatha, and after Harikatha was over, Lakshman and Ramchandra used to go and massage the lotus feet of his spiritual master Vishwamitra Muni. And after Vishwamitra Muni used to go, Lakshman used to put Lord Ramchandra to sleep, and Lakshman used to massage the feet of Lord Ram. And Lakshman never slept. He never slept. Lakshman was very capable of doing that. So once there was an announcement that Sita, the daughter of Janaka, there is a condition for the marriage. Whoever will break the bow of Lord Shiva, Sita will be married to that personality. And all the Kshatriyas from all over the world came there, including Ravan himself also came there. And all the great personalities, they came in that competition. And Vishwamitra Muni also encouraged Lord Ram and Lakshman also to go. I mean, he brought Lakshman and Lord Ramchandra in Janaka's palace. And the whole episode of different people coming and trying to lift that bow, and they could not even touch it. Some of them could not even, they couldn't even lift it up. Forget about tying the knot to it, and then, forget about that aspect of it. Nobody was even capable enough of even lifting it up. Even Ravana could not do that. So Dasharath Maharaj was very, very sad, and he declared that there are no Kshatriyas alive on this planet. All the Kshatriyas are dead. Because nobody has courage to even lift that bow, which even my daughter, when she was a small, young little girl, she used to playfully lift that. And now the world is empty of Kshatriyas. And as soon as Lakshman heard this, he said, "Hey!" Lakshman was Lakshman, he used to get upset. He got really angry. And, this was the time when every time Lakshman used to get upset, Ramchandra used to suppress him. So Lakshman decided, well, this avatar I am coming as your younger brother. All the future avatars I'll become your senior. I cannot work under you like this. If you can work, you have to work under me. I cannot work under you, I'm sorry. Because every time something used to go wrong, Lakshman used to interfere and Ramchandra used to suppress him. So as soon Lakshman said so many things there, and then Lord Ramchandra took Vishwamitra Muni's permission. He touched his lotus feet, went, looked at Mother Sita, and he easily lifted the bow of Lord Shiva and tied it up. And then the marriage ceremony began. The marriage took place, and Dasharath Maharaj was invited, and all the other two brothers also came, and all the four brothers got married to four sisters in one place itself. And so when the marriage ceremony was just going on at that time, all of a sudden a terrific storm appeared. And all the Kshatriyas understood who is coming. It was Parshuram. Because Parshuram was very dangerous personality. The Kshatriyas used to be afraid of Parshuram. Even so, they were so afraid of Parshuram that even the pregnant ladies, when they used to hear the name of Parshuram, their child used to get miscarriage. That's how fearful Parshuram was. And when he entered that arena with screaming and shouting, "Who is that Lord? Who is that Ram who broke the bow of Lord Shiva?" So he got very, very upset. And then Lakshman could not control himself, because he was saying so many things. Parshuram was so powerful personality. He was saying so many things. And Lakshman says, "What is the big deal? When we were younger children, we used to break such bows, in our play also. What is the big deal? Oh, who are you and why you are saying this is the bow of Lord Shiva? Oh, what big deal? Bow is a bow. Whoever it belongs to, bow is a bow. We just broke it. What is the problem? And then Lakshman and Parshuram, they were fighting with each other like anything. Words, fight of the words. And Lord Ramchandra was trying to convince him, Lakshman, take it easy. They are Brahmanas, we should be taking care of them. So, we should be serving them. He's pretending to be Kshatriya, but he's a Brahmana. And we are Kshatriya, so we should be serving the Brahmanas. So take it easy, Lakshman. And Lord Ramchandra was very humble. And then Parshuram could not tolerate such humility. He said, Baba, who are you? You have such courage to break the bow of Lord Shiva? Here is a bow, another bow. And he gave him the bow of Vishnu. And when Lord Ramchandra touched the bow of Vishnu, Parshuram realized he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When that bow was given to him, Lord Ramchandra took that bow. Immediately, in that process, Lord Ramchandra showed him the universal form. In that process. And he realized this is Supreme Lord. And Parshuram surrendered and he left. So like that, Lord Lakshmana and Lord Ramachandra, on the order of his father, Lakshman, Ramchandra, Sita, on the order of their father, they entered the forest, and then they cut off the nose of Surpnaka, the sister of Ravana, and they also killed so many different personalities which were connected with Ravana. And Ravana got very, very upset because Surpnaka went there and she expressed her situation that her nose was cut, her ears were cut, and she also told that Rama has a very beautiful wife. And Ravana got agitated. He said, I definitely want to, kidnap, because Ravana had so many wives and they were all brought out of force. But they are all very chaste to him. So Ravana wanted to kidnap Mother Sita. So Ravana, what he do? He sent Maricha, became a golden deer, and he went and troubled in terms of he captured the mind of Mother Sita. And suddenly that deer, he started running here and there, and she requested Lord Ramchandra, can you please capture that deer for me? And Lord Ramchandra knew very well that there is no golden deer in this world. Because he is the creator of the whole universe, and he knows that I have never created a golden deer. So how can there be a golden deer? But still Lord Ramchandra went behind because the wife was requesting. So Lord Ramchandra had to obey. And in that meanwhile, Ravana came and kidnapped Mother Sita. Ravana took advantage of Lord's absence to kidnap her. When Sita Devi was kidnapped, Lord Ramchandra, accompanied by Lakshmana, were searching for her throughout the forest. And in course of that time, they met Jatayu, they met Sugriva, and they had a very good relationship, very good friendship. Sugriva promised Lord Ramchandra to help him, and Lord Ramchandra killed Bali. Lord Ramchandra killed Bali and enthroned Sugriva as the king. And Sugriva was very, very pleased. So he had a huge army. So in all the 4 directions, he sent his army looking for Mother Sita. And finally, in his army was our Hanumanji. And Hanuman was given the direction of going in southern part of Bharatvarsha. And there he was, there he easily identified where the Mother Sita was, and he went to Lanka. He met Mother Sita, gave the gift to her on behalf of Lord Ramachandra, and he personally took permission from her to destroy Lanka. So Hanuman, there was an incident where Hanuman requested Mother Sita that if she allows, he can kill Lord Hanuman. Hanuman said that he can kill Ravana and he can take Mother Sita with him, because he was capable enough of fighting. Because Hanumanji was who? Lord Shiva himself. So Hanumanji, when Hanumanji was, when initially he came, he sat on the tree and Mother Sita was down. And Ravana came at that time, and Ravana spoke in a certain way which did not go well with Hanumanji. So Hanumanji said that, Mother, I cannot tolerate your pain. The way Ravana was dealing with you was not proper. Please give me permission. I'll kill that rascal. And then Mother Sita told, no. I have been kidnapped by Ravana, so my husband should come and rescue me. And that glory should go to Lord Ramchandra. So you cannot do that. And I cannot go with you. I cannot go with you. Although you are like my son, but I cannot go with you. So Lord Ramachandra, he finally, when they finally identified where Mother Sita was, and Lord Ramachandra, they all came to the shore of the ocean. They all came to the near Lanka, at the ocean, and Lord Ramchandra was praying to the ocean god that please come and give me the way. But the ocean god, after repeated requests, 3 days Lord Ramchandra fasted for requesting ocean to give the way. And on the third day, Lord Ramchandra said, enough is enough, now I have to kill you. So when Lord Ramchandra wanted to kill the ocean god, at that time he manifested and said, my dear Lord, please make a bridge. Let your Nal and Neel, there are two personalities in the army of Sugriva. So tell them to build a bridge on the water. So write your name in that. So 2 stones, they used to take 2 stones, Ra, Ma. They used to write Ra, Ma on it, and they used to stick, and the stone used to stick to each other. Like that, they made the whole bridge, and the entire army of Sugriva, it walked and entered Lanka. And then there was a fierceful fight, and Lord Ramchandra killed all the Rakshasas, killed Ravana, established Vibhishana as the king, and in this way they all came back to Ayodhya. And there Bharat Maharaj was in suppression, and he again he enthroned actually the sandals of Lord Ramchandra on the throne, and he used to sit down and rule the world. But when Lord Ramchandra came, again he was coronated as the king, and so this is a very sweet pastimes of Lord Ramchandra. So gradually Lord Ramchandra was ruling the whole world, and Lord Ramchandra, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughan all got two children from their wives. But Mother Sita was vanished from the kingdom. Lord Ramachandra, when he was established as a king, he used to go disguised as an ordinary person. He used to go and roam around the kingdom. And that time he heard a person saying ill words about Mother Sita. Because Sita had spent a year in Ravana's house, in Ravana's place, so the people were thinking ill of her. And Lord Ramachandra did not like that people talking ill about Sita. So Ramachandra, as a king, he decided to abandon Mother Sita. And Mother Sita was pregnant at that time. And at that time, when nobody gave her shelter, Valmiki Muni, the author of Ramayana, he came in the picture and he gave shelter to Mother Sita. So Mother Sita gave birth to 2 sons, Love and Kush. And she left the body. She left the world. She just entered the Mother Earth. And from there she entered the Lord Ramachandra's abode in the spiritual world. So that's the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra's appearance. And the Love and Kush, their dynasty went further. So then there was a very interesting personality. Lord Brahma was born from the lotus that sprouted from the navel of Garbhodaksha Vishnu. Brahma had a son named Atri, and Atri had a son named Soma. And Soma became the conqueror of the whole universe, and he once kidnapped the wife of Brahaspati, Tara. And a great fight was ensured between demigods and the Asuras. And in that, so the Brahma rescued Brahaspati's wife Tara, but while Tara was there, Tara was pregnant from Soma, and she gave birth to she gave birth to Ela, a son named and which was also called as Pururava Maharaj. So Pururava Maharaj was very, very powerful, very, very handsome personality, very, very, he was a very good king, he was a very good administrator, he was a very handsome man. So Urvashi, the Apsara of the heavenly planet, she got attracted to Pururava Maharaj. Usually what happened, the people on the earth, they get attracted to, Apsaras from the heavenly planets. Here it was ulta, it was opposite. Urvashi was attracted to Pururava Maharaj. So Urvashi came and she started living with Pururava Maharaj, and they had a very nice time, but that was short-lived. Urvashi had to go back to the heavenly planet, and Pururava Maharaj became mad in separation. She said, Baba, you got married to me, you got married to me, and all of a sudden you're leaving. That is not going on well. So 1 year later, Pururava suddenly, when she disappeared, 1 year later, suddenly Pururava Maharaj saw Urvashi in Kurukshetra. And at that time, he convinced her that at least she should spend one night in a year with him. So Urvashi agreed to this. But, that also did not go well. He did not like that. So Urvashi told that you worship the Gandharvas, So, and then only Gandharvas can give me to you. So he said, I'll worship anybody in the world for you. So he started worshipping the Gandharvas. And the Gandharvas did a trick with Pururava Maharaj. They gave a duplicate. They gave a duplicate Urvashi, and her her name was Agnistali. And that was a time when Satyuga was ending and Treta Yuga was starting. The Yuga of Tapasya was ending and the Yuga of fire sacrifice was starting. Okay, so Pururava Maharaj was spending good amount of time with Agnistali, and in the conversation he realized this is not Urvashi, this is Agnistali. So immediately he left her and went to his home. But he realized that there is a reason for this. So he came back, and there he saw that there was a tree, and he wanted to perform Vedic ritualistic sacrifice to satisfy his desire. He wanted to please the Supreme Lord. He said that now I will satisfy the Supreme Lord and try and get Urvashi with me. So he wanted to perform the sacrifice there. So he went back there, and there was that place where Agnistali, he left that Agnistali, that Apsara. At that place, he found a tree, Ashwatha tree was there. And in that tree, he broke that tree, that he made in 2 sticks, and then he produced a fire from that. And by such fire, one can satisfy all the desires. So he worshipped the Supreme Lord by that. And in those days, the various demigods were not worshipped. Worship means it was only for the Supreme Lord. And even it is said that there was no Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. There was only one order, which was Hamsa in Satyuga. So, anyways, then there is a pastimes of Parshuram. Parshuramji, the most feared incarnation of the Lord. So Parshuramji was a Shaktiavesh avatar, and Parshuramji annihilated the Kshatriya community 21 times. There was a king called as Kartavira Arjun. So Kartavira Arjun, he was in his kingdom, Janmadagni and his family was living, and Janmadagni's one of the sons was Parshuram. So Kartavira Arjun came along with his soldiers to Janmadagni's ashram, and Janmadagni made wonderful arrangement for Kartavira Arjun's army and everybody. He fed him very nicely. So he asked, what is the reason? How did you take good care of us? He said, my cow, Kamdhenu. She is very, very powerful. And Kartavira Arjun said, what is Kamdhenu doing with you? Kamdhenu should be the king. He said, no, Kamdhenu is mine, so she will be with me. And then there was a fight, and Kartavira Arjun, he stole he stole Janmadagni's desired cow, and Parshuram became very upset. And when the cow was stolen, his mother, Janmadagni, started screaming, Parshuram! When father called for Parshuram, Parshuram immediately came and he went and killed Kartavira Arjun. Finish. So when he brought the cow back, so Kartavira Arjuna's children were not so happy that all these things happened. So Kartavira Arjuna's sons came and killed Janmadagni. This killing and all this is going on in the material world. This is also been kept for us to know. In the past, in the present, in the future, all these things will go on. So giving up everything, we should just perform devotional service. Even the heavenly planets, in the planets below earth, in the past, present, future, these things are common. What? Birth, age, old age, disease, fighting, quarreling, this and that. This is common things. That's why all these things are kept in Bhagavatam, so that we can realize that better we should focus on our Krishna conscious life intensely. So Parshuram came. When he came to know that his father was killed, he got really upset, and he killed all the sons of Kartavira Arjun, and not just Kartavira Arjuna's sons, but he started killing all the Kshatriyas who were present on the planet at that time. He killed 21 times. He went on killing, and because of that killing, a river of blood was flowing during Parshuram's time. That's how powerful he was. The woman when they were pregnant, just by hearing the name of Parshuram, there was miscarriage. There used to be miscarriage. That's how fearful Parshuramji was. And then Parshuram, once what happened, so Parshuram came back. He fixed the head of the father. He performed a sacrifice and brought his father back to life. I never understood why. I mean, if he can bring his father back to life, why did he kill everybody? But it was Parshuram. So, because all the Kshatriyas were not following Dharma nicely. That's why he killed. So when Krishna comes to establish Dharma, so his avatars also come to establish Dharma, and all the Kshatriyas were nonsense Kshatriyas. They don't want to respect Brahmanical culture. They didn't want to follow Dharma. So that's why Parshuramji killed. We should know this. So, there was one more incident that once Janmadagni's wife, that is the mother of Parshuram, so she went to bring water from the river. And when she went to bring the water, there were Gandharvas who were playing water sports in that river. So she got attracted to the Gandharva. And when she came back, Janmadagni found out. So he called one by one the sons and told, kill the mother. He said, no. Another son, kill the mother. He said, no. Then third son came. He said, kill the mother. He said, I will not do. Fourth son came, kill the mother. Will not do. He called Parshuram, kill all of them. He killed all of them. But then he pleased his father by various prayers. And he said, my dear father, please, I followed your instructions, but she is my mother and they are my Bharat brothers. So please bring them back to life. Okay? And please, they should not remember that I killed them. So he said, okay. And he did, because he was pleased with Parshuram, so he did that. So those were the sweet pastimes of Parshuram. And then Nahusha. Nahusha. Nahusha had 6 sons. King Nahusha had 6 sons named Yati, Yayati, Samyati, Ayati, Viyati and Kriti. 6 sons of Nahusha Maharaj. So among them Yati was the eldest. So Yati was after Nahusha Maharaj, what Nahusha Maharaj's situation? Nahusha Maharaj was invited to become the king of the heavenly planet as well. Because Indra killed Vritrasur, and that's why he went for doing tapasya at Mansarovar lake. At that time, all the devatas, they invited Maharaj Nahush, who was ruling the earthly planet, to come and become Indra. The Nahush Maharaj, when he became Indra, so it was obvious that he was enjoying all the opulence, but he got carried away. He got carried away because of the beauty of Indra's wife Sachi. And what did he do? He said that to Sachi that I am the Indra now. So you are naturally whose wife? My wife. Sachi said, no, I am Indra's wife. You're not Indra. You're not Indra. I mean, you're in the post of Indra, but my husband is. You're not my husband. She was a chaste lady, but he was insisting. Nahush Maharaj was insisting, Sachi, that you should come and stay with me. So she finally went to her spiritual master, and spiritual master told that, okay, put a condition to Nahush Maharaj. Say to him that, Nahush Maharaj, you have to come in a palanquin which is carried by Sapta Rishis. 7 Rishis should carry that palanquin. Have you ever heard Sapta Rishis, the 7 Rishis carrying a palanquin? No, because that's not their business. So Nahush Maharaj, he was so lusty. So when he heard that Sachi has agreed to the proposal, the only condition is that I have to be carried by Saptarishis, immediately called Saptarishis, come here. Carry the palanquin. I want to go to Sachi. So they were carrying the palanquin, and at that time they were too slow because they had no experience. So they are very, very slow in their carrying, right? So Nahush Maharaj got very upset. He said, Sarpa, Sarpa. Sarpa means in Sanskrit has 2 meanings. One means Sarpa means quickly, quickly. Sarpa is another meaning which means python. And guess, he kicked Agastya Muni. And then when that happened, they all kept the palanquin down, and they said, you rascal, you go and become a python. So Nahush Maharaj became python. So then naturally the kingdom was supposed to be handed over to Yati. But Yati refused to accept the kingdom. Why? Because Yati was saying that I don't want to get in. He was a devotee of the Lord. So he said, I don't want to get into management. Because if one gets into management, sadhana, there is no sadhana, there is no bhajan, there is no time for devotion, there is only management. So he said, I don't wish to get into managerial aspect. I just want to become a simple devotee. So Yati refused to accept the kingdom. He said that I don't want to waste my human life. So then the kingdom was naturally given to Yayati Maharaj. So Yayati Maharaj became the king. And when Yayati Maharaj became the king, he was once, now there is an incident in his kingdom, Yayati Maharaj's kingdom. Shukracharya used to stay, and Shukracharya had a very beautiful daughter called as Devayani. And Shukracharya was the Purohit of Varshaparva. Varshaparva was a demoniac king. And he had a daughter called as Sharmishta. So Devayani and Sharmishta had 1,000 maid servants as their friends. So they all used to stay together. They used to be together. They used to, play together. So their whole life, they're playing. They used to be together all the time. So once what happened, that they were all taking a bath in a lake, and without the clothes. And at that time, Lord Shiva happened to come there along with Mother Parvati. And suddenly there was a panic in that whole assembly. So Sarmishta accidentally, she came out from the water and she accidentally wore the dress of Devayani. And Devayani got very disturbed that how Sharmishta, it was an emergency. So in an emergency it should have been fine. But Devayani got really upset and said that you demon, why did you wear my sari? And she started chastising. Just like, we are Brahmanas. We are worshipped by Lord. We are worshipped by the Devatas. We are worshipped by Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are the head of the head of the Supreme Lord. We are this. We are that. So she started to chastise Sharmishta, but at the same time she was glorifying the Supreme Lord in her chastisement. She was glorifying the Brahmanas. So it was a very good, in a very good way, cultured way she was saying. But she said that just like the, you took my sari in the same way, just like as a dog, when a sacrifice is going and a dog comes and eat the portion of a sacrifice. Just like that you have picked up my sari. How you are such a rascal. So Sharmishta, after hearing all these things, she was a daughter of a Kshatriya, not just a Kshatriya, but she was a daughter of a demonic king Kshatriya. So she got very, very angry and she said, there is only one way out for you. She told all the friends that slap her, just throw her in a well. So Sharmishta also chastised her that you are depending on us. You are maintained by my father. My father pays your father, and that's why you eat in your house. What are you saying? And Sharmishta ordered all her friends that take Devyani and threw her in the well. So there was a dry well in that forest, and Devyani was thrown there. Completely naked. No clothes. And at that time, Yayati Maharaj, who was ruling the whole world at that time, Yayati Maharaj coincidentally, he was in that same place, same area, and he was thirsty, so he wanted to drink water, and he was looking for a well, and he goes to that well itself, and then he looks into, and there he sees Devyani, who was not wearing clothes. So the first thing, he was a king, so his mind he was not lustily attracted to her. But as a citizen, he saw that, oh, my citizen, those times the kings were very, very powerful. They were not getting distracted by all these things. They were very, very pure in their mind. And that's why all such, he only saw that there is a girl there who needs help, she's in trouble. So Yayati Maharaj gave her a cloth, his own cloth, to her, and he gave her his hand and brought her outside. Now Devyani caught hold of Yayati Maharaj's hand and came outside. Now Devyani said that since you have caught hold of my hand, you are my husband. And Yayati Maharaj said, hey, wait. What's going on? You are in trouble. I brought you outside. So in that process, I touched you. Naturally, it was a natural process. How could I bring you outside? In that process, I caught your hand. That doesn't mean that I am accepting you as a wife. Come on. Who are you? She said, I am a daughter of Shukracharya. Oh, Baba, forget it. I don't want to get into this mess. This is a messed up situation. You want that, you are saying that you are a daughter of Shukracharya. And you are telling me that I should get married to you. Are you mad? Huh? This is not a normal circumstances. You should get married to a Brahmana. He said, no, I cannot. I am cursed. What curse? So she said to Yayati Maharaj, once Brahaspati's son, Kach, he came to learn Mriti Sanjini Vidya from my father. So, Shukracharya. So he was staying in her house, he was learning all these things. And then I fell in love with him. So when he was about to leave, I went and proposed him that, can you get married to me? And he said, no. I said, why? He said, because you are my guru's daughter, so I worship you like my guru. So he said, what guru? I want to marry you. He said, I can't. So she said that whatever knowledge you have learned from my father will go away from you because you're not marrying me. So she said, whatever knowledge you have learned from father, everything will vanish. But Kach was also very smart. He knows something might happen. So every day, demigods used to come in the evening. Whatever he has heard from the Shukracharya throughout the day, he used to narrate that to the Devatas. And the Devatas used to take a note of that. So Kach has already given all the knowledge to them. That's how tricky the situation, because Kach was Brahaspati's son and he was under whom? Shukracharya. Very interesting. And Shukracharya accepted him and taught him also. But then when Devyani cursed Kach in this way, Kach cursed her back that no Brahmana will marry you. And then she said, so this curse is becoming true now. You have accepted my hand, so you are my husband. He said, you are a daughter of Shukracharya. No sane man in the world will marry you. So, so she said, no, 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 you have to marry me. But Devyani was very, very attractive. I mean, very, very, when you meet your soulmate, there's a natural attraction. So Devyani met Yayati, and Yayati's mind also was getting attracted to Devyani. Devyani was naturally attracted to him. So she said, okay, he said that if your father comes with a proposal, I will consider, but I will not come to you. So she went back. She told everything to Shukracharya ji that this things happened with me, and she told Shukracharya, go and chastise Varshaparva and Sharmishta. So Shukracharya, when he learned about what has happened with his daughter. So Shukracharya started walking to meet Varshaparva. And Varshaparva realized that Shukracharya is coming, my Guru Maharaj is coming to chastise me, to curse me. So what happened? Varshaparva went further and he pleaded and requested Shukracharya to be forgiven. That let me be forgiven, let my daughter be forgiven. And he said, no, you have to beg forgiveness from Devyani. So Devyani, she said, I have a condition that Sharmishta and all the 1,000 maid servants of her will become my maid servants throughout the life. Kal Chakra. How is Kal Chakra? Is like that. You might fight with someone now, posing you are a king, but in next moment you will lose everything and the other person might become a king. So one has to be very, very careful in dealing with this in the material world. So Sharmishta became a maid servant of Devyani, along with all her opulence and everything she was serving. And so Devyani got married to Yayati Maharaj in a very big event. And Shukracharya called Yayati. He said, Yayati, Sharmishta is going as a maid servant with my daughter. Never, never, ever even think of getting married to her. She is a Kshatrani, you are also Kshatriya, but I am warning you, I am there in the middle. If you think, I'll get on your case. So Yayati Maharaj knew very well. So Devyani and Yayati had a very beautiful life. And they produced they had 3 children. So Sharmishta, once she saw the 3 children of Yayati Maharaj, and she also had a desire that to be married. And she was under the care of Yayati Maharaj. So in a secluded place, Sharmishta requested Yayati that I am a Kshatrani and you are a Kshatriya. And I am maid servant. That does not mean I shall not get married. I am a daughter of a king and you are the king. So I want to marry you. Please fulfill my desires. And Yayati Maharaj, although he knew that Shukracharya, although Shukracharya is going to get on his case, still he agreed to Sharmishta's proposal, got married, and from Devyani he had 2 children, from Sharmishta he had 3 children. And then Devyani found out that my husband has got married to Sharmishta and has children also. So Devyani got very upset and she gave up association of Yayati Maharaj and went to her father. So what happens next, we'll discuss tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So many life situations, so many different kinds of situations. But these are all those devotees in the Bhagavatam who get delivered from the cycle of birth and death. So all those are only kept here. How Yayati Maharaj, Devyani, Sharmishta get delivered from the cycle of birth and death. So we are hearing their life story, we are taking lessons from that, but at the same time we also know how they get delivered. So that is also important. Why are they kept in Bhagavatam? Because the end result of their life is what matters. So we also are in different situations. Each one of us, just like there are different situations in Bhagavatam in the life of different devotees, similarly each of us here, right, in this material world are in different situations. And how each one of us can attain perfection, that is what lessons we need to take from Srimad Bhagavatam and from these great personalities. Hare Krishna. Kach? Huh? Who? Who? Kach? No, no. Kach was the son of Brahaspati. He was learning. No, no. Kach was learning from Shukracharya, the Mriti Sanjani science. Shukracharya's daughter, Devyani.